Hello, I'm Lishka and this is my channel, although I'm normally on that side of the camera and one of my daughters are on this side. But today I wanted to share something. My great-grandmother died about 15 years ago at the ripe old age of 91, and we cleared out her house, and there were all these things that we found that were beautifully packaged and beautifully looked after, and they meant nothing to us. So while they were things that she kept through her life and that she valued, when she died, they just kind of, they I don't even know what happened to them, because they weren't things that were relevant to us, that we had memories with, or that had any association. So I was thinking about this the other day when we were busy putting up our Christmas tree, and I was telling the girls about all the different ornaments and where they're from and what they mean to us and why we put them on our tree. And I wanted to share that and keep a record of it, so that, maybe one day, not to be morbid, but maybe one day when I'm not around, if they have a look at it and they can see and have those memories as well, and choose which of them they'd like to keep for themselves. I had my first real Christmas tree in 2003. Before that, in South Africa, we didn't really have, I don't think I ever knew anybody have a real Christmas tree. So I had my first tree in 2003, and I went to wherever and bought a bulk pack of ornaments for the tree, and that's some of them you'll recognize, just bulk standard really, ornaments, these kinds. And over the years, that's been 15, 16 years now, they've broken, they've fallen apart, they've disappeared, and rather than just doing a bulk replace, I've been adding to the tree as we go. So I think the tree is a little bit underdressed really, but every year we get a couple more. We'll be getting some more this week as well, and it just adds to the story of us, the story of our tree. I think the oldest decorations on our tree are these angels. They're from Bath, from a shop in Bath. I don't think it was anywhere fancy, even it was like Wilkinson or something like that. But the children's grandmother and I, the first Christmas we spent together, we went shopping one day, and I saw this set and I absolutely loved them, and she bought them for me. And that's my girl's paternal grandmother who bought us those, and I kept them. I've kept them all these years because I love them, firstly, and secondly because I think that they are a reminder that, some mother-in-laws can be wonderful, and no matter what happens, she's always going to be the children's grandmother, and I'm very blessed to have her in our lives. These baubles are also from Bath, but they're from the Bath Christmas market. And they're quite funny because we went to the Bath Christmas market when we were living in Bath, and we had absolutely no money. We were absolutely skint. And I saw these baubles, and I can't remember what they cost, but I remember we spent pretty much all the money we had left for the whole evening and the rest of the week on this set of 6 baubles. And I just thought they were beautiful. So that's the girls' dad and I. And our Bath baubles from the Bath Christmas markets. These ones I actually bought for my grandmother. They're from cedarwood from Israel, and I was going to give them to her when we spent Christmas in South Africa one year, but unfortunately they arrived after we'd left, and I just forgot about them really, and they've just ended up on my tree year after year, and I like them now, so sorry, Granny. That's my grandmother. These stars were, you might actually recognize them, they were on crackers. They were like a little ribbon, a little bit tied around Christmas crackers from a Christmas dinner we had in, when we lived in Froome in Somerset. I really liked them, so I've kept them. And then these ones my sister bought for me in Australia just about 2 years ago, and again I just thought they were very pretty and added something to the tree, especially when they catch the coloured lights. It's really gorgeous. So that's onto D. This one, again, not a very fancy origin to this one. I'd love to say, oh, we got it in some exotic market. I think it was B&Q in Farnborough when I was pregnant with my second baby. And this one we got from Homebase in South London. Can you see that? It's got a little deer inside. It's a really funny story because I decided we had to have a real tree again. So we got on the bus and went down the road, down Denmark Hill, South London area. Went all the way down to, again, a Homebase or B&Q, one of those. And got a tree, and it was this massive tree. And we had to lug it back on London Transport, and it was very funny. I thought it was funny in retrospect, although it was exhausting at the time. This one was from Disneyland Paris. My sister took us there last year, and Peter Pan is probably my favorite Disney story. So this was my must-have for my tree purchase, which I loved. These angels are Villeroy and Bosch. They're from, my mum gave me these. Got one for each daughter, and she gave them to me the last Christmas that she spent with us, along with this strand, which I think was actually going to would suit my sister's tree really nicely because she's got quite a retro tree. So I was thinking maybe when she's settled and has children and so on, I might pass them over to her if she likes them, because I don't know if she's got anything from our mum, in terms of Christmas decorations. These red baubles are also from my mum. My mum had a rare skin disease, so there was very little product that she could use on her skin, but she could use Clinique for some other reason. And she bought so much of it one Christmas that she had an entire set of 12 of these baubles. So they're grace my tree now. And then that brings us to this year's ornaments. We went to see the Polar Express a few nights ago, and we gave this. We were given this, I believe, and I love them because they just really sound like Christmas bells. Absolutely love them. And then this is a star the girls made, one of the girls made at the Osborne House Day that we went to. And here is the final one from our tree, which is a ticket and a little card from the Polar Express night. So that is our tree as it stands at the moment. One of my friends, a lovely neighbour, is giving us some baubles as well, so they'll go on the tree, and that will be us ready for, well, next year. And I keep thinking I need to get a proper angel to go in the top, on the very top of the tree, but I never have because I kind of want to get something special, someday special. And hopefully that day will come soon. So, I hope you've liked that little tour around our tree. Maybe we'll come back in a few years and update it with whatever we've got in the meantime. I'm sure that as the girls get older, more things will be added to the tree. And yeah, if you'd like to share any of your special tree ornaments, tree memories, then please let us know in the comments.